So I'm just chilling, and Kitty has decided my boob is a perfect place to take a nap. Is it comfy? She's so goddamn cute. 6. And this is the drawing I doodled literally while I was on the bus today because I went to go buy some stuff at the mall. Went to a trip to the mall. It was weird. I mean, it's the mall a while. So I doodled this on a piece of paper, and when I was doing this, I was like, what stream should I do today? And as I was doodling this, I was like, you know what? I'm going to do art, and I'm going to try to draw some poses stuff, because I almost never do that. I know that's something I really need to work on. I'm really bad, especially now that I've like kind of adjusted myself into a certain page. Like, I love taking anime scenes, screenshotting them, and then drawing them, and like putting different characters and different things, and just kind of using them for frameworks or images or things like that. I am a reference hoe. So I thought today would be fun to draw stuff without references. This is one I did earlier, and sorry, I just. So I got some kawaii lofi, and I got this, which is a pose thing I drew. It's me, and it's based off an outfit I actually wore on Saturday evening. I went out with my friend. We didn't do much. We weren't out long, really, to be honest, because scheduling is not her greatest strong suit. And she's like, I want to go home and make my fiance steaks. And I'm like, oh, that's great. So we got an hour. All right, cool. Let's have a few drinks. Kind of hoping to hang out in the pub for like an hour or two. Oh well, we got to hang out all. And I still had fun. So yeah, we're just gonna do some art stuff. So I'm very good at English. excited today, actually. I got a call from the admissions office of the college I applied to, and they were actually questioning things, which was nice. Because, if you don't know, I legally changed my last name years ago. And and they didn't have really an area, or at least it wasn't made clear, where you could put, like, former names. So they didn't have an area to put, like, former names. So, yeah, they called and they're like, "Is this you? It's from the high school you said you went to." I'm like, "Yeah, it's me. You guys just didn't have a very clear way for me to put that, so I just didn't put it." Also, I don't know what's been going on today, but, like, the sounds today. Like, I think the frat boys that live upstairs were doing something. I don't know. There was a trash truck here. I was like, "Oh great, trash truck."
You're an astronaut drifting through space and time, hoping that these lonely nights won't tear our love apart.
But yeah, this is basically me trying to work out doing poses. I felt like drawing this because this is kind of, I don't know, I find it nice to be able to draw myself. Like, over my years, I've actually developed, like, a sort of sense of fashion. Like, for years, I've been wearing tights since, like, high school era. Like, I did used to wear cargos a lot in high school, too, but, like, cargos and tights was basically what I wore. And then graphic t-shirts and hoodies, and that's always been my look. And now I developed something of a style, and, like, last year or so, I've started wearing crop tops, and I love them. Like, I almost bought a crop top today that had Snoopy all over it, and it was super soft, and I loved it. But the one, they only had it in a size that was a little bit too big, and then the size I wanted wasn't available. And I was like, okay. And she's like, "Well, we have another Snoopy one." And I was like, okay. And I felt it. I was like, no, this feeling, I won't wear it. Because I'm very particular about clothing. If clothing doesn't have a good feel, I won't wear it. Well, I'm trying to, like, break out of that. I don't really like denim, but I want to buy denim shorts. I almost bought a denim overall short set, because that's the kind of thing you always layer, and I like layers. I've always been a layer person. Like, in high school, I used to wear a tank top that was also my bra, because you couldn't convince me to wear a bra. And then I had a t-shirt, and then I usually wear a hoodie or something over that. I remember one day, I was in the middle of class, and I just took off my shirt, and all the girls are like, "Sarah!" And I'm like, immediately they saw what's underneath, and they're like, "Oh, okay." And I'm like, "You guys thought I was naked? You guys thought I was just stripping my jewels in the middle of the classroom? No. I have layers, like an ogre. They have layers, like onions." And also because I'm trash Canadian, and I finally caved in and got the Tim Hortons app, because the roll of the rims this year is just entirely digital. So if I want to do that this year, I need to get the app. So I was like, fuck it. And I bought a sausage, the breakfast sausage, because when I got the app, it was like, "Hey, here's a promotion, any breakfast sandwich for $1.99. And I was like, $1.99 breakfast sandwich? I know what I'm having for dinner. Welcome to I Am Trash. Also, yes, I do realize I spend a lot of my streams eating. And, yeah. I'm a human being. I like to eat. If you ever meet me in person, one of my favorite things to do when I meet people or I make friends is to go out and eat with them. Cafes, pubs, restaurants. I like eating with people. Picnics, barbecues. having people over to dinner. Like, I'm currently looking for a 1-bedroom to live in. And, like, one of my requirements is that I have a decent kitchen. So, number one, I cook for myself because my little kitchenette area here does not promote me actually cooking. And two, I want to have people over once this pandemic shit's over. Have my friends over and be like, I made dinner! And, like, have food and shit. I'd love to have friends over and make a big pot of Japanese curry. Have friends over, make udon for everyone. Have friends over, make an Irish stew. Have friends over, eat like hors d'oeuvres and appetizer bullshit. Like one day I'll be one of those people that has a barbecue. One day. I swear. Also, like, yesterday, I was gonna do my normal stream, watching G1. I don't know why I was so worn out yesterday, like, I was tired, nothing was waking me up. Nothing in the world was waking me up, so I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna relax. So I ordered some takeout, and I got chorizo nachos. They didn't put chorizo on my chorizo nachos, they gave me ground beef. And I was very mad, because I wanted chorizo. And then dip, bitch, because number one, I got it as skip the dishes, and they can't really contact the restaurant via that. And also, I feel bad. One of those people that unless it's really fucked up, I don't complain. Like, I get the wrong meal, and I'm just like, well, if I like this, I'll eat it. I'm so nice. Mostly because I've worked in a lot of these places, I'm just like, well, fuck it. I know, it sucks. We're gonna talk about Saturday. So I went out drinking with my friend. We sat out on the patio because it was nice. She had her cider, and I was drinking double rum and Coke. And she actually ordered everyone shooters. Shots, basically, with like water and something. I think it's just water. It was good. I've never really done shots, like ever. I just didn't want to look at her and be like, you know, I've never done a shot before. But I fucking did it. It was good. I was actually surprised. I was like, shit, I like this. I've become the white girl that does shots of rum.
Just go somewhere, a place we could lose all our cares and
Like, we're talking to one of the servers. And she's like, so what do you like to drink? Like, you got a rum and Coke? Do you drink rum at home? And I'm like, oh yeah, I got a bottle of Kraken at home. She's like, ooh. And I'm like, yeah, I also like that Bear and Samdy thing. And she's like, ugh. Apparently everyone who tried Bear and Samdy hates it. I thought it was pretty good. I mean, Kraken's better, but Baron was pretty good. I didn't mind Baron. This quiet love in his village. Hi, baby. Oh, she's gone. Okay, so on an adventure. So yeah, this is the outfit I wore that night. Which is basically, I have a pair of capris that are like camo-ish. So I wear my camo voice.
It feels like the world disappears and we're just floating in the air. So
And I've got like huge zipper pockets,
watching the starlight soaring through the
which is probably why I like still wear them a lot. Because like in general, like fashion style, they're a bit weird of a fashion choice for me, but like I'm entirely there for them just because of the fact that they have like these giant zipper pockets. I love them. I have like, they're supposed to be thigh-high socks. They don't go that high on me. They go like right there. I bought them from like a YouTuber whose whole thing was she wanted to have more plus size kind of stuff, and I loved it. But I don't know. I didn't find the socks were that very friendly for me as a plus size girl. I just find that about like things where they're like, oh, this is good for the plus size people, and I'm just not built like a lot of plus size people. Like, for being the weight I am, like appearance wise, I don't look that plus size. Like, of course, I got made my muffin top, but like when it comes to like other parts of my body, I'm not that big. Like my biggest thing is like, well, I tried on a pair of shorts because I wanted to buy denim shorts, and they didn't have my size. So I was like, all right, I'll try a 16. 16 would not go over my fat ass. Thigh area fitting perfectly. Just would not go over my fat booty. I have a fat booty. Also, I've been really needing to buy some better lacings for my combat boots that I wear, but I don't know. Okay, this will sound weird, but like, I remember seeing on TikTok once, because TikTok is apparently also where a part of where I live is, that there's like a lace code. Like for a while, I was like, ooh, I'll get white laces because I'll like be a little bit of a contrast. Apparently, lace code, those are something you should not get. And I was like, fuck, well, I guess I can't get that. So now I'm like hunting around, like trying to think of what laces. And I don't know. Lace code, people who may or may not be watching this, probably not watching this, considering like no one watches my shit, but whatever. Like, is red a fine color? Can I get red lacings? Is that bad? Will people yell at me for that? I don't know about you, but like I don't really think about this shit. I'm just like, ooh, that look cool, and then I wear it. I don't think, hey, people are gonna think I'm part of this hate group because I wear this specific color lacing. I don't know. Maybe that's just an American thing. I do watch a lot of American TikTokers. I don't know at this point in my life. I think she's looking pretty good.
You really caught my eye. I'm usually not this shy, but my heart's going through some kind of change.
Let's try
You see,
it's like a light
we've always been just friends, but lately these feelings for you have gotten in the way.
there. Look at this. She's looking beautiful. Now we're gonna try the second layer of line art. Also, like, yes, I do understand that. Like, I could probably resize this. Had it.
Stir it up together and still make something sweet. So don't be afraid.
There. Haha. That worked surprisingly better than I thought it would. Alright, let's go. Let's go in again. Yeah, looking beautiful. Mwah. Also, yeah, like, a lot of people don't think I'm not covered in freckles. I am. I'm covered in freckles. Like, whenever people tan, I don't tan. I turn red. And then my shade maybe goes down like a shade or two. The only thing I notice specifically is that people notice my freckles more when I have melanin and when I get tan. Like, I know I'm pasty white, so any form of tanning is basically just getting me warm marshmallow toasty. Like, it's just taking it down from pasty to healthy looking. But, like, I don't know what it is about getting tan that just makes my freckles more noticeable. And, like, some of them even just appear when I have a bit more tanning in me. Like, how do freckles just appear? Like, I don't notice them normally. And then once I get tan, like, especially on the top of my forearm, I get a lot of freckles here that only appear when I get a bit of sun on me. Hi, kitty. Hi, baby girl. Why are you hiding underneath my desk? Are you sad Mom went to the mall and left you alone in the house? You got to cuddle with Mama all last night. Alright, Skitty. Also, like, I found at the gaming store. Go at the gaming store too today. They have Jigglypuff Pokemon speakers. And I took every part of my brain did not buy it. I ended up buying something else, but still. I was like, Jigglypuff speakers? That's a smart move. I almost also bought, like, a posable Gengar. That, like, if you click something, his tongue went out. And I was like, Gengar, yes. Brain, no. You don't need this. I resisted a surprising enough temptation, but I also bought over, I believe, $100 worth of Transformers Generation 1 manga. Because they had 3 hardcover volumes. Like, big volumes. And I had $40 gift card I got for Christmas. And I needed all of them. So I spent, I think, besides the $40, I spent $60 on them after that, so about $100. So yeah, I spent over $100 on that stuff. And then I bought clothing. I bought, like, this one-piece thing that's, like, very pastel-y in tie-dye. And I loved it. And then I also bought tights. And now I'm debating that I want to go back to the Old Navy and buy that $40-some overall jean thing. Shorts. But I think I'll actually go, like, to Walmart and I'll probably have a cheaper set. Because as much as... I remember I had a lot of Old Navy jeans when I was a kid, but Old Navy's gotten surprisingly more expensive over the years. Like, when I was a kid, I remember being dirt cheap. Like, it was, hey, we're from a mildly poor family, let's go to Old Navy. Yeehaw. one of those things. I don't remember where I picked it up, but I always thought it was kind of cute to do this kind of style for facial freckles. Just have 4 of them on each cheek. I don't know where that came from artistically, but I just know it's a thing I've done. I'm just like, alright, I need to draw freckles on this character. It's like you guys don't know, I actually do have original characters. And like in my internal brain, aka for some weird reason I got into this weird phase where I actually picked up working on a webcomic that I was basically almost 98% was working on turning into a novelization because I can't keep up with webcomics. And Kitty, stop biting my fucking peanuts! Hi, yes, hello. I have half a mind to kick your touche. Yeah, you. That's right, I'm talking about you. Go play with your toy. Go play with your automated toy that I bought you. Another reason I wanted to get a bigger apartment, not just for a kitchen to actually motivate my ass to cook, but so that kitties can be locked out when I'm swimming. Because she always picks swimming times to be like, this is when I need my attention, Mom. These are the only times I wish to have love and affection, Mother. Mother. Hi. Hello. Greetings. Oh, that's why you're not playing with your toy. Give me a second. She had somehow knocked her toy under a rug, so it wasn't like moving properly. So it was boring, obviously. Also, I think she's a little mad because my neighbors have been fucking noisy as shit today. Like, there's a guy just coming around just grabbing shit, throwing it in like a fucking trailer and drove off, and I was like, oh great, thanks, I guess. I don't know what happened there. I guess that's the thing. You guys don't know, like, because art shit, I'm not that good. My best friend actually did an art stream yesterday. I didn't get a notification. I was gonna watch it, but for some reason I didn't get a notification that she did it. I think she did it later, and I went to bed pretty early because I was just feeling ridiculously tired for no bloody fucking reason. I was just tired. I was very tired. I had no energy in my life. Like, I literally drank. I got an iced coffee because I went to go buy pop because there's a sale every weekend on pop, and I wanted to buy it so that I can make rum and colas. And I buy it on the sale day because it's got the volume that is good for a single rum and coke for me, and it is fairly cheap. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna go. Sunday to buy it, and I was like, all right, I'm feeling like crap. I'll buy myself an iced coffee, and I did. And it did not help. It did not help. My body was still like, hey, we sleepies. And I'm like, Brains, we slept. But Brain's like, no, we still sleepies. And I'm like, okay, thank you, I guess.
My life has changed completely and for the
Also,
better
I'm
a
like,
million times over. God, I don't even know where I would be.
I have a
if
job
that.
lined up, basically. I'm just like waiting for them to call for like paperwork shit. I mean, not call, send an email with my paperwork that I need to fill out.
You have been nothing. You have been a tsunami of good fortune in my life. Like, ever since I met you, my life has taken a turn for, like, the best.
Yeah.
These two things I really didn't want to do, but I forced myself to do. Change the course of my life, like, completely and forever. And in my life since then, like, I always look at these opportunities of things that I don't want to do as, like, what is it worth these moments of awkwardness, of uncertainty, of
Yeah,
discomfort,
I've been feeling pretty
for
good
the
lately.
potential that it holds.
As much as I love like doing streaming and stuff, like streaming for me is a fun activity I do. My friend does it because like, well, she's an artist and she has a Patreon and she has like, she's just a working lady because she's a tattoo artist. But then she also does a webcomic that people also pay her to do. So she's been streaming lately and she's been like streaming Final Fantasy, the MMO one. And then she's been doing her art, obviously. And like, when we met up on Saturday, she's like, hey, you know, like, you're subscribed to my Twitch, aren't you? And I was like, yep, I'm subscribed to your Twitch. She's like, cool. You should check out their streams on these days. And I'm like, yeah, I'll probably check them out every once in a while. But like, I'm the worst for that kind of shit. Because as much as I like streaming is not my general thing to watch. I don't like watching streams unless they're like past streams that have been like uploaded onto YouTube. Because streaming is just not something I enjoy watching. It just doesn't match up with how I like to consume media. And that is my turn to. I have to go on a little adventure. I need to go grab my laundry. So I'm gonna put you guys on intermission. I'll be right back. I'll be right back, people. And we'll be right back.
be a dream? Do people finally like me? I'm floating on a cloud, drifting beyond reality. The comments flowing in, I can't keep track of them. And now my inbox floods with love letters from my fans. How will I follow up? The attention is too much. My heart is pounding twice its time. I feel like I'll throw up. Oh, I'm more popular than before. I get roses brought up to the door. I get a box of chocolates every day. Oh, I'm more popular than before. I'm not a loser anymore. I get invited to all the parties. And after all the autographs and the fame, it still feels like a video game. So many people calling for my name. And don't you know, I'm self-made. Finally something to be proud of. To rub in my enemy's face who thought that I was just some weirdo with a different face. Well, can't you see, I'm winning the race. And thank you to the people who listened up, who sent me pretty pictures and fan art. Well, I will always keep you safe. There's plenty of love to go around all day. And all of a sudden everything got bright, and I was just welcomed to the world by sunlight. And just before my eyes is when it came to mind that I had dreamt everything I wish could be mine. No, I'm not popular anymore. I stay at home laying on the floor. I find it hard to go to parties.
Hello,
So
I'm back.
I'm not popular
back.
anymore.
I'm back. I'm back in black. I have to say, I don't know, I'm back to be black. Yes, I'm in a mood for you. Is it bad that I know that? Well, I'm bad. Well, I'm bad. Bad. Well, I'm back in black. Yes, I'm back in black. What the fuck, Doctor? Alright, whatever. I got some retweets anyways. Starting to get retweets again. But when that stream, wonder if there's any. Do I even have anyone watching? We're curious. If that one person. Hello, that singular person. Greetings, greetings. Guten Tag, hello, how are you? I'm not entirely sure who you are. But thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me in my insanity. That is me trying to reason throughout my soul how I'm so bad at art. The one trend I saw that was kind of funny on Twitter, I thought. Because normally I hate Twitter trends, but hey, this one was kind of cool. It was people taking the old school how to draw manga books and redrawing like the cover pages, and I have one of those, and I pulled it out, and those things were bad. And that's what me and my friends used to draw for when we were kids. And like, that shit was bad. That shit was really bad. Like, that shit was, like, how, why, who made this? But it was bad. And like, I don't know, it's one of those things where I just find it endlessly weird that like people are redrawing it and be like, yeah, I feel bad about my art, but like redrawing this made me feel a lot better about my art. I'm like, yeah, I bet it did. Especially like anyone like this was early 2000 babies, early 2000s, late 90s, late mid 90s kids. This is the shit that was out when we were kids, and we were like, hey, I want to draw something. Like, I remember buying this at the bookstore I actually went to today. Well, what it used to be before they changed the name. Like, I remember buying this, and me and my friends like huddling around it when we were kids. like double checking to make sure like these are where the tattoos are. Yes, they are. You don't know, up on this shoulder I have a giant Transformers tattoo. And then a little bit lower I have a cat. So I included the cat and I included my Transformers thing. And then over on this shoulder, about where my ear is, I have another tattoo. I've got little deer fox, ACA twig from Hilda. My first tattoo, and I still like that tattoo. Because I still love Hilda, because Hilda's a fascinating, interesting world, and I have some of the graphic novels, and I love them, and season 2 was great, and I need season 3. It left on a cliffhanger, and I was so mad, I was like, Alright. There. She looking good. Alright, now we're gonna do color. Which means we need to pour out a reference for colors for me. So I somehow can't remember how pasty wet I am. Y'all don't know, I'm a special kind of pasty. Let's just pull this off. Pull out a thumbnail from my YouTubes. That'll give me the stuff I want. Alright, first layer. Let's do the eye color. Beautiful. So we'll do... I'm actually wearing pink earrings that day. And then we'll do my hair. My floof. Anyone curious like why I've shaved almost all my entire head and now just have a top flop? It's because my hair is actually really thick. Like, not in like the individual hairs are thick, not a fucking, oh, they're very thin. No, my hair is just very dense. And it's thick that way. And it's just, I can't. I don't handle heat well. And, yeah, I really don't handle heat well. I'm a baby when it comes to heat. Like, I literally have powdered Gatorade. Because in the summer, I need to drink powdered Gatorade at works. Because if I don't, I will fucking dehydrate. And I will then also get heat stroke. Because I'm also very susceptible to that. So, like, I drink a lot of Gatorade. A lot of fucking Gatorade in the summer. So, yeah. But yeah, like, that's just a thing. And because of how dense my hair is, and because it's pretty much jet black, it attracts heat.
No, I think they're just scared of me.
And thick, long hair is just a trap. It's danger. So I just chop it all off, and then I just leave a flop. Then I just flip flop around, and then boom, there. I get hair style plus not dying of heat. So yeah, in case you ever wondered why I have my hair chopped off really short, that is entirely the reasoning. That's the entire reasoning is that my hair is just a special thing. It needs to be chopped off. Also, I just find like when I actually do grow out my hair, it actually gets thinner and grosser. So keeping it like short keeps my hair nice and thick while still looking nice, like still looking healthy, and then also has it swaying out of my body. Like when I was in high school, I actually grew my hair out ridiculously long because for years I was forced to wear a bob at about nowhere past my shoulders, straight across bangs for years, and I hated it. I hated the haircut. I hated everything about it. I couldn't put my hair in ponytails when I was a kid. All the other girls would do braids. I couldn't do that because my hair was not long enough. Because it never was. The reason behind it is fucked. The reason I was not allowed to grow my hair out long when I was a kid, and the reason why my mother kept it short, was because my dad could not... My dad's a dick, in case you're wondering. Like, I have no connection with him. I haven't talked to him in 5 years, I want to say. And, one of the things he would do to me as a child, because, like, my parents got divorced when I was younger, was when he would comb my hair, he didn't care how much hair he had to rip out. He was going to comb it. So, if there was a knot, it wasn't gentle or add some, like, detangler. No, it was just poof, 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 and rip out my hair. I hated getting my hair brushed by my dad when I was a kid. And, like, he did this for years, like, up until I was probably, like, 13. I wasn't allowed to brush my own hair. Well, no, not 13, like, 9, 10. So up until I was 9 or 10, I had to have this really short bob. Like, really, it wasn't until my stepmother came into the picture that my mom let my hair grow out a bit. But for years, it was just really short because my mom was like, well, if she has less hair, that probably means less tangles, which means less her crying to me because her dad can't figure out how to be gentle. So, like, for years, I just had this really, really short hair, and I hated it. So when I was finally able to grow out my hair long, and, like, no one was really in charge of my hair except for me, I grew it out motherfucking really long. Like, I grew it down to my ears. And then, like, my last year of high school, I cut it to about mid-back. About there. And I had a style to it. I also had purple strands for a bit. And then after that, I went to university. I shaved off part of it and dyed my hair red and still had it length. And then eventually, slowly, it just became this. It became the top flop thing. A bit ago, I tried to grow it out again because I was like, well, maybe I can make it work. I misunderestimated. I went to English. I was an English major in university, people. Follow your dreams. But don't follow them so hard that this happens. But follow your dreams. But yeah, that's the thing. Sorry, I went there and my brain was just like, we ain't leaving now. I'm like, what? But brain. But yeah, no, I had really, really, like, no, I just kind of keep it short, and I like it short now. But yeah, for when I was a child, I would have hated this cut. I would have been so mad. I would have been like, I want to put my hair up in braids and ponytails. And, like, the best part was when I actually did grow out my hair long, because I had never done ponytails as a child, I never learned how to do them properly. And then also, just my head was not used to it. So I actually used to get migraines from putting my hair up in ponytails. So eventually, I just stopped wanting to put it up in ponytails, and that eventually evolved into chopping it all off. Weird things you didn't know. Because who would have thought that would have been a thing? But yeah. When I was younger, I was like a teenager. I used to call it, like, the China doll cut. Because, like, if you ever seen, like, porcelain dolls, or, like, it used to be in a lot of media when I was a kid, was the straight hair that wasn't past your shoulders, like, not even to your shoulders. Usually stop mid neckline. And then straight across bangs. That's why I called that haircut, and I hated it. I hated it so much. I know that hate's a strong word, but I had a strong hate for it. Yeah, that's why I have this really short ass hair now. I keep it this way, and now I bought myself 2 weeks ago, or maybe no, about a month ago now. A month ago, I bought myself actual head shaver, so I can just shave my own sides, and I just do it myself now. And then I bought, because they had them, barber scissors, so now I just cut my own fucking hair. Because I'm a cheap bastard. If there's any way to save money, I will take it. Like, my friends always, like, when I say, like, this is why I live alone, all my friends are like, well, I can't afford it. And I'm like, yeah, I've sacrificed a few things to live alone. Like, currently I live in a singular room. Now it's a sacrifice I make to continue living alone. the other sacrifices I make are I don't go out a lot. I try to cook more, um, which I know sounds weird, but hear me out. Um, and I'm also just generally just a cheap bastard. So that's how I'm able to afford being alone. And all my friends are like, "How do you do it?" And I'm like, "Well, the thing is, I'm just ridiculously cheap. Like, I'm so cheap. I won't buy shit." Like my friends, like, look at this thing I bought, and I'm like, I occasionally go on shopping sprees. I'm like, I went on one today, trust me. But like for like, I can go months without buying anything that wasn't food. That's just how I live my life. And the reason I do that is that so I never have to live with people again because I hate living with people. People suck. I wish there was like, I wish there was like a. Let me look for camo. Cause if I can't have a brush, camo. There. Ba 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 ba. It's downloading. 'Cause I don't wanna have to draw camo, so I'll just get some that does it for me. Also, I like camouflage. I'm a weird person. I like crop tops. I like ugly Hawaiian men's t-shirts. The graphic t-shirts. I like camo. Like literally. Let me show you. That's right. I'm wearing a camo bra. No one question. It's also my favorite bra. And I'm really sad that at the time when I bought it, I didn't buy like 17. Because this is the best bra I've ever owned. And I need it. So how do I use these? How to use. Alright, we're on the internet, peoples. So, I forgot, I didn't realize the movie ended. I mean, the music. Movie. Yeah, I'm smart. Manage materials. Downloads. Alright, so. Go. Go. Show menu. Aha!
Cotton candy skies, why can't you be
Not exactly the pattern, but hey, it's close enough for me. None. There's a pattern on the socks too, but fuck it. They're like YouTuber socks. Okay, let me explain the studio socks. They were fucking mint. I love them. And I wear them a lot. They're especially nice for my boots. Like when I want to go outside and wear my boots, I like to wear those. They're very boot sockies. Alright, next level. Also, people like, I know a lot of people have like reference colors for like skin tones and then just do my own. I've always been the kind of person that's like, hey, I'll do my own like color skin tone-y things. Like, this is my pasty white girl skin tone. It's a bit more cartoony, but hey, that's kind of the effect I'm going with. Like, especially, like, I know a lot of realist drawings, or people that, like, try to use more realistic coloring. Like, they'll have templates, and I'm like, yeah, cool, that's great for you. I like templates. So, let's do this. There. There is my coloring. Now, next layer. case anyone's like really curious what kind of like shading style I use. Basically, I turn down the opacity, I use jet black, and go over things. I know like a lot of people, like, I see a lot of tutorial people where they're like, hey, like here's use like a shade, and I'm like, cool, that's great. That's great for like people who are doing realism, and that kind of thing. Great, perfect. A lot of my style is stuff I use, like cartoony, kind of anime, cute stuff. So when I see those kind of like detailed color and things, I'm like, that's not really my style. Like my style is basically, hey, this looks kind of cute, and then I draw it. That is really all there is to my style. So like detailed coloring methods, not really my thing. My thing is this, look at this, it looks cute. Also, like, I don't know what about it. Like as an artist and just as a person in general, like my sister got really into adult coloring books. Not much of an artist. Loved those adult coloring books. Did fantastic at them. Literally bought herself an architect's table to do them at. Obsessed. Meanwhile, I do like art and I love drawing and stuff like that, and I fucking hate this. I hate coloring. Like I hate it. I don't know what about coloring I hated. Like even as a kid, I don't particularly remember liking coloring books. I just wanted paper to doodle on. I was never the one that was like, Mom, I want to do a coloring book. It was, give me some construction paper and crayons and I will doodle. I never liked coloring. Probably why I got really upset in the waiting rooms as a child, because that's 98% of what they give you. So I don't know. It's one of those things where I'm just like, I just don't like coloring. I hate it. So like when I see people are doing like high-res color things, they're like, here's how to do coloring stuff. I'm like, cool. I'm never looking into that. Why I'm never looking into that? Because I hate coloring. With a fucking fiery passion. I hate it so much, I wish it didn't exist. There. Got that 30%. That was something I didn't even think about. should probably do something here. Yeah. I've done well. It's very cartoony, but hey, that's kind of my thing. Alright. Here. There. I think this looks pretty cute. That's what I'm calling it. Don't judge. Alright. Oh, sorry, I think I realized I played like hello, 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 hello. What we got here? Just slowly zooming out. Alright, we're gonna do some feather walks. Because that's what we do, people, okay? Alright. So you see, I'm missing some fireworks. Hello, hello, hello. That's right. So yes, I am working on thumbnails right now. Because why not? I did some pose work and I'm pretty proud of it. Now I'm just gonna sit back and relax and draw some thumbnails that I keep putting off because I'm lazy. Okay, not that I'm lazy, I haven't had a lot of mental energy lately. Like, alright, let's explain a few things. I do thumbnails. I'm a weird person. I'm a very weird thumbnail person. Like a lot of people have like generic things. They put images and stuff. I like to draw myself. I don't know why. I decided like this is the style of thumbnail I wanted to go for. It's basically like one day I realized I was like, hey, let me draw my own thumbnails, and then I've just kind of drawn them ever since. And like, mostly the only reason I still put any of my streams up on my YouTube channel is just because I'm like, hey, I'm not a Twitch affiliate, and like I'm the kind of person that likes to watch backlog stuff. Like I like to watch streams later. Like one of the things I'm definitely gonna be watching later on tonight is actually the latest Scary Game Squad. Like that's the kind of content I like watching, but I prefer, for my reasons, I prefer doing streaming. That's content making, but it's not like what I actually like to consume. So that's why I still kind of, I don't really edit them. I just kind of, I basically just am like, here YouTube, here's unedited. Basically I add my intro and outro, which is cat videos of my own cat, and then I'm like, here internet, devour this at your leisure, and then I upload it. But it also means like if something gets taken down, if it gets blocked, I don't really care. And sometimes that'll just mean deleting the entire thing, like one of my Kofi streams. Even though I muted my headphones, it still picked up for some stupid reason, recorded the music, and then they were copyright striking me. So I was like, fuck it, and then just basically got rid of the video off my channel and basically just deleted it and was like, yep, done. Unless I feel really bad, I just realized that for the last like 2 parts of me playing this game, I didn't have any of the game audio actually playing. Because I told myself, I was like, alright, you need to unmute this, and then I never did. So then there were just 2 streams where there was no gaming audio, and I feel bad. But hey, I can't fix it. Oh well. I'll just apologize and be like, sorry, gaming audio still not in. Because like one of the things I actually like commented on as I was playing the game was how great the sound design was. And I didn't have the game sound playing. Whoopsie! But yeah, like, this game, Little Nightmares, the fucking sound design, just, it's a chef's kiss. It's beautiful. I adore the sound design in that game. It adds atmosphere. Also, I just like horror platformers. Like, that is not something that's done. Like, I like horror games. I don't like Outlast. Like, Outlast, fucking hated that game. Well, not like... what was the best way to describe it? Yeah, I didn't like that game. It was not fun. I just got scared a lot, and then I got frustrated, and then I got scared, and then I gave up on it. Same with, same thing happened to me with Alien Isolation. I did not like that game. That game was boring. That game was no fun. I also had a lot of weird glitches. And then eventually just mechanics were not explained well, and I just gave up. I was just like, I'm out! Like, when game developers don't really explain mechanics, I check out, because I'm not good with mechanics. Like, even for Little Nightmares, there's a few things where I had to, like, look up the wiki. But, like, when I was trying to do it for Alien Isolation, I was just like, So I just gave up on that game. That was a game I bought because people told me it was good. And I was very disappointed because I hated it. And I was like, well, this is great, I guess. I fucking hate it. That dress I was wearing, I bought that. I had a similar dress to it back in like high school, except it was red. And like, I love these kinds of dresses. But this one got damaged with like fucking bleach. And like, I'm very sad about that. So like a little part of my brain's just like, well, just beat the whole thing. But I'm like, that would just make it worse. I don't know. I still like the dress. I just don't wear it as much because bleach. And also, if you notice, like for my thumbnails and stuff, I don't shade. I don't do shading unless it's like grand shading, just to like make a character's face look dark or something like that. I don't really do shading. I hate shading. I do basic colors, flat, basic colors. It works. I'm the kind of person that when it like comes to that kind of stuff, I just hate it. Like, I mentioned this earlier, and I kind of left on a tangent because that's what I do. That I do original characters, and I have a webcomic. I have 2 webcomics, actually. One that I'm definitely continuing as a webcomic because it was just a fun thing, and it's not like a big project, so it's just something that I can do when I feel up to it. But the other project is something that I'm still debating because, well, randomly I got inspiration to work on it. I worked on it. And now I'm like, is this still a thing I want to do? Like, do I still want to try to do this project as a webcomic? And like, one of my big things was when I was working on it, I thought about it, I'm like, well, like, I could see myself doing it as a webcomic, but only under like one specific requirement, and that would be that I don't ever have to shade and color it ever again. And like, for coloring, I just mean I color people's dark hair. And I do tones for hair. Blonde people, nothing at all. Brunettes or redheads, certain shade. Jet black hair, jet black. Shading, I fucking hate that. I fucking hate it with a fiery passion. But I know it makes it look good, so I do it. And the only reason I can really motivate myself to really do that comic on a consistent scale and actually continue it as a comic is if I got someone to do that for me. And I don't have... Well, technically I could pay someone to do it, but I would feel bad because I wouldn't be paying them much. It's one of those weird things where I'm just like... And like at that point, when I have someone helping me do it, at that point I'd almost want to hire someone that knew how to do art better, and I could just do basically like storyboard kind of thing. I could storyboard them, send them off the things, they could do the art part of it. That costs money. Like my plan currently, because I decided I didn't want to do it as a comic, was to do it as a novelization. But to do it as a novelization is similar to Japanese novels. Like if you ever, like, Saga of Tanya the Evil, the Violet Evergarden novels. They're a series of novelettes. They're very short. They have art, like cover art and art inside. They're very short novels, and that was the format I was thinking of releasing it. But that's not very common in the Western world. It's one of those things where I'm fighting myself on it, because I'm like... But that's the format that I'd like to do it as a book. Because I'd like to have, like, every chapter have a little illustration that I could do myself. Because I can trust myself to do that kind of stuff. I just can't trust myself to do comics, because a lot of the series that I do, The Shadows, is action, it's violence, and those are just not things I'm good at drawing. I'm not good at drawing fight scenes. It's very dialogue heavy too. I can't draw action scenes at all. At all. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do it as a novelization, but I don't know how I'm gonna go about publishing it. Because it'd be a series of novelizations, it would have art straight throughout it, but I don't know how to do the publishing. It's one of those things where I'm just like... I don't know, it's one of those projects where I came up with it when I was younger. I did a lot of writing for it for a long time. It was mostly in novelizations. And then I started doing the comic, and then I deleted all my novelization versions for some fucking stupid reason. And now I'm basically starting off again with the novelizations, but I'm like, is this really what I want to... it's one of those things where I'm struggling with it. Because I don't know how to publish it. Because I don't know whether it'd be something I want to publish online. And if that's the case, then I don't know where I'd publish it. I know there's Fiction Press, which I've had an account on before. But considering how that stuff goes and how that site can technically own your work, I don't want to do that. So I'm like, I don't know, it's one of those weird things where I'm trying to decide what to do with it, and I don't particularly know what to do with it. I don't know. Like, this is the what I talked about earlier about how I like to do text on thumbnails. This is one of the things where text is taken over. Mostly because I like to put quotes. Shit I've said to make them think that there's something to watch, which I do believe there is when it comes to this series. But, like, this is shit that has been said. Like, there is been shit that's said about, like, slurred words. It was the only way to get into the Matrix. Figure out some shit. Please save me to a doctor. And then this one. Swerve, why do you look like that? Why are you standing off to the sides? Why do you look like you want to die? You're not M more than me to see. I Swerve. Why do you look like you want to die? And that's a legit thing I said while watching the show. I have literally paused and been like, why do you look like you want to die? And that's a weird thing I've taken up. Alright, and this one's gonna be Archie and Star. SRH. Let's go run. How long I've been streaming now. It's been a while. Hope you guys are enjoying my weirdness, and also I know wonders why I've licked my life so much. I don't know why I do it. I've done it forever, and it's probably why I get the worst dry mouth, but I just do it all the time. Probably the last thing I drop tonight. That's because I'm weird and I try to stay on a certain schedule even when I have days off. Which means I need to get ready ready for bed soon. When I mean I get ready for bed soon, I mean like in the next like 3-4 hours. 3 hours. Finish the tubes. See the pegs. There. Alright, back to this guy. So thank you guys so very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you want to see more of my streams, please subscribe to me here on Twitch. Also, you can check out all these streams. Well, most of them, as long as they don't get copyright claimed, on my YouTube page. Yashiroreaper all across the web. If you find out what time I stream, what days I'm streaming, check me out on Twitter. I'm also on Instagram. I'm on Tumblr. I have a DeviantArt where I post art. If you want to check out my webcomics, they're on Tefastic, Webtoon, and Global Comics. I have a TikTok where it's mostly singing and cat videos. So if you like that, go check that out. I love you very much. And if you want to help support me, check out my Kofi page, coffee.com/Yashiroreaper. Love you very much. And I shall hopefully see you in my next stream, whatever that is. Probably tomorrow. If not, then later. But thank you and bye. Yeah. Bye. Bye-bye. My cat loves spaghetti. Watch. There's your spaghetti. Oh, oh. Yeah. She loves spaghetti.
was scary.